Hi everyone, I am Crystal Hinkle and I am part of the team that has built both RepairShopr and Syncro. If you are currently shopping RepairShopr and a part of your business is also managed services, I'm glad you're watching this video. Whether you are a full MSP, partial break fix, or any combination of the two, Syncro might be a great option for you. Syncro has everything that you know and love from RepairShopr with a fully embedded RMM. The RMM is actually what I plan on highlighting in this tour today, so let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm on our Assets and RMM screen, and as you can see, we've got a nice interactive dashboard here. You can collapse that so that you can get a list right directly of all of your assets. You can, of course, filter these by asset name, customer site, or type. So just to note, within Syncro, of course, this is a full asset management tool, so you have access to all of the machines that have the agent installed on them, but you also can have custom assets as well. You can have the ability to create a saved asset search. You can get incredibly granular with this. It could be something simple as just wanting a list of all operating systems that are Windows servers, for example. Or it can get incredibly granular and you can dive pretty deep into these different settings and options. What's nice about the saved asset searches is you can run reports based upon these saved asset searches. You can use our mailer option where you can send a mass email based upon these saved asset searches. So there's a lot of use cases. Run a script in mass, change a policy. There's a lot of things you can do with that saved asset search. So when I'm looking at this screen here, this is also incredibly customizable. So you can adjust the columns to make sure you're seeing at first glance what's important to you. It's nice, you can tell right away if a machine is online or offline. Using this little magnifying glass, this is our quick view modal. So not only can you launch straight into a Syncro live session, you could run a script, create a new ticket. There's a lot of options here. You also have access to a lot of information. So you can see custom fields on the asset. I love the little thumbnail so you can tell what's actively happening on that desktop right now. I'll go ahead and launch into a Syncro live session. This is our built-in proprietary remote session tool. By default, it's going to take you to the task manager with the ability to stop processes here. You also have a built-in service manager. Everything is searchable. You can start, stop, and restart services straight from here. You do have a live event viewer as well. You can, again, search by source, event ID, or description. You can even go further and filter this list. Anything that you do want more information on, you have that accessible, and you can even copy that to a clipboard. You also have your system information available. You do have a file system that is incredibly robust. So anything that you'd like to do with these files, whether it's create a new folder, a new file, move things around, copy, cut, zip. So there's a lot of functionality here within the file system. We do have remote desktop, of course, as well. This is just notifying your end user that you've started a remote session, so you can turn that off in your admin section as well. Our system tray icon is incredibly customizable, so not only is the icon brandable, but there's a lot of amazing things you can do from this system tray icon, and I'll just highlight a few. So your customers can log into their portal from here. They can create a ticket from here. So we have, this is called the agent contact form. They can even include a screenshot. There are settings on a policy level where if your customer creates a ticket using this agent contact form, you can have it perform specific actions on the back end, which is incredible. In addition to that, an awesome new feature, we've added live chat so your customers can get a hold of you via chat straight from their system tray icon. Lastly, you've got your terminal, so whether it be command line or PowerShell, you can be running things in the background from here. So if I head back to this screen, another thing that's worth noting here, you can, of course, just like in RepairShopr, you can customize these tabs up here. It's worth showing you what the alerts section looks like as well. I like this view. It's more of a list format. You can see right away if an alert has a ticket associated. If not, you can create one straight from here. You can view the alert. You can mute or clear the alert from this screen. So you can customize these tabs to your preference. I also mentioned chat, which is phenomenal. It's a wonderful new feature, and what's great about that is any chat here, you can set up different notifications and such, but it's nice. You can assign the chat to a specific technician. You can create a ticket from the chat. You have all of the asset information as well as the customer information right at your fingertips when that chat starts. So just wanted to highlight that in a little bit more detail. Heading back to that main assets and RMM screen, I think there's a few other things that it's worth just showing from here. Anytime if you select multiple or one asset, whatever that might be, when you go to manage here, you'll see there's a lot of different options. So I mentioned there's ways to run scripts en masse, change a policy, that kind of thing. You can also send broadcast messages. So if you wanted to send a quick pop-up message to a group of assets, you could do that really quickly straight from here. So there's a ton of functionality just straight from this screen. I'd like to highlight policies now. Policies are what drives these endpoints. And so this is where all of your settings, or most of your settings, live anyways. So I'm just going to go into a base package here. So we'll walk through. You can see the assets that are associated with that policy. You can see our organically built-in triggers here. Of course, you can choose which ones you want alerted on and which you don't. You can monitor all sorts of different drives here. We've got process and service monitors, of course, and you can even set up automations based upon these process and service alerts, and you can do it straight from within this section of Syncro. You don't even have to go anywhere to set those up. You've got event log policy alerts. We do have some presets here ready for you if you wanted to do some more extensive hard drive monitoring, for example, but you can edit these event log policies. So if there is a very specific event ID that you want to be monitoring and create an alert on, you can create that there. You've got your resource usage alerts, of course, agent status notification, and then you have Windows updates here. So you can apply more than one Windows updates policy here. The reason being, let me just bring this into a new screen here. The way that we've set up our Windows patch management, I'll just create a new one. So from here, just so you can get an idea of how this functions, it's by category. So you select which category you want to install, and then you get to choose all of the settings that are applied to that. So let's say we want feature packs and maybe definition updates. Maybe we actually want those to really only patch monthly, for example. It could be the fourth Thursday of the month, whatever that looks like. And then you can even choose how you want Syncro to respond if it does require a reboot. So the reason behind being able to apply more than one Windows policy is this is the schedule you want for feature packs and definition updates, but maybe you want security and critical updates to patch daily. So that's why you can create and apply more than one Windows patch policy to the master policy that you're working on here. You also have third-party application patch management, and just like Windows, I'm going to go ahead and bring that into a new screen. So you have the ability to create whatever third-party application patch management you would like. You can create more than one because obviously it might be different from customer to customer, so you can assign different patch management policies to different master policies. So as you can see, you have your applications here listed on the left-hand side, and you can choose how you want Syncro to respond to those. What we've done is we've went ahead and added the ability to, you can pretty much access anything that's in Chocolaty's database. So you can add applications here and then choose how you want Syncro to respond. Now you even have the ability to schedule those patches. So we've added a ton of functionality here as well. You also have the options of 3 amazing antiviruses that with just click of a button, you can choose to enable those, and these will now install immediately when you install Syncro and this policy on an endpoint. So of course you have the option you can see here of Bitdefender. It's a full gravity zone package. You've got WebRoot as an option as well as MCSoft. If we continue further a little bit down here in the policy, you'll see that system tray menu. This is where on that machine that I was showing you Syncro Live, I had a ton of things listed in that icon. It's all pulling from here. So I'll just kind of grab one just so you can see. So you can, of course, just throw a URL. Maybe you want to send them to your website. This is the online portal, of course. But this agent contact form, this is where you can create those forms where your customers can create tickets, gather screenshots right from the system tray icon. Then, of course, this is where you enable live chat. maybe you have customers where you wouldn't want an agent contact form, or you wouldn't want them to have the ability to live chat. So you can totally customize that system tray icon on a per policy level. From here, you've got the ability to add scripts to policies. This is huge. So these setup scripts, this will run one time upon Syncro installation. So whether it be, maybe installing some sort of, very specific third-party application that might not be within our third-party application patch management, and you want that to install when Syncro installs. This could also be running a script that gathers information. We have an amazing PowerShell module that I will show you that you can actually have a script run, gather information, and populate a custom field within the PSA, within maybe even the customer detail screen. So it's really amazing. You also have the ability to run a script on a schedule. So this is a very basic example. You want the recycle bin to be cleaned weekly on a Friday. So you could set that. Anything that would be on a schedule, you can do that on a policy level. Speaking of scripts, I'm just going to head over there right now. Our scripting engine is incredible. It's super powerful. We also have an amazing community script library here. If I just show you here, if I create a new script, there's a few things to highlight. So of course, you can choose different file types. PowerShell is absolutely the most robust within Syncro. You can add scripting variables. These variables can be runtime variables, of course, but the platform variables, this is where the real power lies. These can be anything within the platform. So it can be a contact custom field, a customer custom field. So this is where Syncro really starts to show off the power of having a fully embedded RMM and PSA that were built together from the ground up. You can, of course, add required files as well. We can store EXEs, and you can have those run before the scripts run. And if you just scroll below the scripting window here, you'll see a PowerShell quick help. So this is that PowerShell module that I was talking about. As long as this is in the first line of your script, you can perform some amazing actions. You can log time in a ticket if you wanted to. You can even send those broadcast messages that I was mentioning. You can do that via a script. What's nice about that is that you can then use the custom fields, pull in the contact first name, like that kind of thing. It's really incredible what you can do here. The final thing that I will show off today is automated remediation. So again, it is absolutely worth me highlighting the areas where Syncro shines, and that RMM being fully embedded with the PSA is incredible, and you're just not going to find automations like this. So one thing to show here. So here's automated remediation. I'm just going to set a condition. So you can see you have some options here. Let's go ahead and say trigger category, and we'll keep it simple for today. Let's say something like low hard drive space. Of course, you can add additional conditions. So maybe it's based upon a specific policy, or maybe it's just a specific customer that you want a specific set of actions. So from here, once those conditions are met, here is where you can totally customize and automate a ton of your process. So maybe this would immediately be a ticket for you. Look at how many things that you can predefine, which is going to save you so much time in the long run. You can then, maybe you want to run a script, clean up temp files, but it could be that PowerShell module that not only does it take care of the issue, but it could log 30 minutes in the ticket. It could add like an activity feed to the actual asset. You could post these things to Slack or to Teams. You can even clear the alert after all of that's been done. You can have billable time and go through an entire process from being able to detect the alert to charging time on a ticket without doing anything. You can be doing this while you sleep. So it's really, really phenomenal. And it's worth mentioning you have all of your available template tags here as well. So the functionality here is absolutely incredible. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this demo helpful. Just a quick note, if you're already using RepairShopr, we do have a seamless migration path from RepairShopr to Syncro to make that transition as easy as possible. Also, Syncro offers a full 30-day free trial, so feel free to dive in and explore yourself. We have a super low pressure sales team that can offer one-on-one customized product tours for you at really whatever time is convenient for you. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Thank you.